गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतः न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम हरि ओम। Let us chant the first invocation with Namah Shri Shankarananda Gurupadambujanmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane. So we had been revising the 6th chapter. I want to go till 91st verse. Then only we will understand the future development. So there were 5 topics in the whole chapter, which consists of 209 verses, which we had seen the demarcation. And we were seeing the Vistar portion. So first, from 1st to 17th was the Sankshep in short, whereby Adhar Vastra and Abhas Vastra, the Sansara was explained. And now after that, the Vistar portion has taken the example of Akash. So, we were seeing that there are a lot of intellectual fallacies. We have intellectually believed something, and in that belief there is no pramana, there is no logic. Scriptures are also not saying. If you think, Tark also won't be there, but feeling is not a proof. What was there, if you remember? 4 words had come yesterday. One was Kutastha, other was Brahman, third was Jiva, and fourth was Ishvara. And corresponding to these 4, there were 4 examples about that. Total space was the Brahman, the part space was the Kutastha, the Jalakash was the Jiva, and Meghakash was the Ishvara. Now, very important point, Vidyaranya Swami is saying, the first portion we heard is Kutastha Jiva Vivek. This was the first portion. What is the problem? Problem is that there is a misunderstanding that I am a moving arm is there. I have a limited moving and sukhi dukhi hum is there. That is the meaning of Jiva. Limited I, moving I, sukhi dukhi I, karta bhokta I, which has 4 things that will be called Jiva. I am limited in time and space. I am constantly in move. Sometimes I am young, most of the time old, and sometimes I am happy, most of the time sad. Sometimes I am relaxed, most of the time tense. It is said, past, present and future went for a walk. And when they were going for a walk, they met someone called tense. And so moment you are in the domain of time, you will always be tense. In Sanskrit also tenses and moods are there. So you understand what is Jiva? 4 things. It is limited, it is in movement, it is sukhi dukhi, and it is karta bhokta. In short, which has 4 things, that is called Jiva, that is called I. What we call our own I. Scriptures are deadly against this concept. They said you are totally foolish. Not little foolish, totally foolish. Only morning you don't say foolish, etc. No, I am not saying scriptures are saying. Ahankara vimudhatma kartahamiti manyate. Bhagavan does not say foolish. He said Vishesh, he is special foolish. And Vividhen Mudha, he does mistakes in various ways. So Vishesht Mudha and Vividhen Mudha. So, what is said here? Well, but why is it like that? Because see, I have taken each and every slok verse by verse, explaining Anvay and all these things. I just want to go out of the each slok, and I will still try to retain the essence of that verses. So you have to note 2 things. Firstly, going into detail of each word and explaining, and secondly, taking yourself out and still understanding and explaining. So first is required for the second. If you have not understood in detail, you cannot explain that in general. To summarize is more difficult than to expand. So, what was said there? So, they said by you kutas because you have a pratyabhigya. There is one praman called pratyabhigya praman. Pratyabhigya means what I am seeing in the present is the same one whom I remember. So when I see someone in the present and I think he is my father, but because you saw a person and he alone is your past and your present are meeting. Whom you see in the present is the same one whom you remembered in the past. That is called recognition. If dementia is there, then pratyabhigya does not happen. So a person sees, but remembrance is not there of who is he. Perception is not equal to memory. There is no memory of the one who is perceived. If perception is of the one whose memory is there, then only that is called recognition or pratyabhigya. That means whose perception is there and whose memory is there. That means when I had the memory and when I have the perception, between the 2 points that person must be existing. Otherwise you will have only remembrance. Then perception is not possible. When somebody passes away, you have remembrance but no perception. And supposing somebody you see for the first time, only perception is there, there is no memory of that. So when perception and remembrance is there, that means if you had remembrance of 40 years back and you have perception now, that means during these 40 years that person must be existing. Therefore you have a perception is equal to remembrance. So when I think about myself, what I am seeing myself today at Mr. XYZ is the same one whom I remember who was 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 60-year-old. That means during that time that I should not have been changing. If I had changed, then this equation will not be there. And therefore, there is an unchanging I where you have to little focus now. If unchanging I is there, it has to be one. If unchanging I is to be, it has to be avikari. If unchanging I is there, it has to be consciousness. If unchanging I is there, it has to be eternal. This is what I call once, ONC. So it is one, it is non-changing, it is consciousness and it is eternal. It is called once. And Gita also has used the word nityam many times. Dehi nityo avadyoyam, dehi sarvasya bharata. 2nd chapter. Then antavanta ime deha nityasyukta sharirena. Then achedyoyam adayoyam akledyo shoshevcha nitya. So Bhagavan has used these words many times. I hope, and if I am nitya is there, anything nitya cannot be vikari. So how can I be the changing and moving arm? How can I have vikar because I have no modification in me? Now there is a conflict that there is unchanging I and changing I. How can I be two when I have experience? Then that means one has to be false. Then only I can hold that I have experience of two. But in general I am not aware of that unchanging one. Only in the Vedanta class I understand. Non-Vedantic time I am not aware of all these things. I am more aware of what I have to do. I have to go to Annapurna today. I don't know what time I will come back. I hope I will come back before lunch. Or I don't know, a lunch is there only. I don't know, let us ask the cook. Don't ask and disturb him. Don't talk to him unnecessarily. So, so then something is there and it is not known. Then there were said there are two issues with that. One is called avaran, other is called vikshep. Yesterday's class. And if avaran is there, that means avaran is there, I don't know. And therefore there is that unchanging I is called kutastha. And changing I is called jiva. So on the kutastha the jiva has to be superimposed. I don't know, this is called avaran. But now comes the second power called vikshep. What was vikshep? Yesterday I had left on this note only. The example of silver and shell was there, if you remember. And this is all you will find only in Panchadashi. The way the Vedanta Swami has described it is a classic. You will not, I have not seen such descriptive and detailed analysis of such portion. So when the first time I read Panchadashi, I was flabbergasted by the beauty and by the way he has taken the thoughts. So when did you read first time? First time must be in 90s, early 92, 91 I had read that. So it was a revelation, the way he has portrayed the whole thing. And therefore I say it is must for you to read Panchadashi. Now, get my point. He says, when you see pure silver is there, pure shell is there, you say this is a shell. So there is no problem, this is a shell. You saw it properly, this is a shell. Maybe, but when the sunlight had fallen on that, and then there is some delusion started, and you had started thinking this is a silver. So there was Samanya Ansh and Vishesh Ansh. Samanya Ansh, general point, this is, and Vishesh Ansh was there. So there is an aspect of knowledge and there is an aspect of ignorance mixed together. If I had only the knowledge, then this is a clear-cut knowledge, this is a silver. But there was Avrit Ansh. In the Avrit Ansh, there is Adhyas called Adhyast Ansh. And on that Adhyast Ansh, from my mind, because I had seen something called silver, therefore I superimposed on that portion and I mixed this, which was knowledgeable aspect with the ignorant aspect, and now I have a new wrong knowledge called this is silver. I hope this you must have. This is called Samanya Ansh mixing with the Adhyast Vishesh Ansh. Samanya Ansh mixing with the Adhyast Vishesh Ansh, which was not there, but it got mixed up. Okay, I am understanding that. Acha. Please note, as far as thisness belongs to shell, thisness belongs to shell, isness belongs to shell, but silverness doesn't belong to shell. Shellness alone belongs to shell. But silverness does not belong to shell. Silverness is born out of my ignorance because of the resemblance, maybe. And the ignorant part and the knowledge part has been mixed by mistake intellectually. This mixing is intellectually. Maybe other person may not mix it. That is called pratibhasik satta is there. So pratibhasik and vyavharik has been mixed here. I hope this point is clear. Similarly, I am Brahman, scriptures say. Now there is a Samanya Ansh called I am. Please be careful, topic will be going to be subtler. Bole, I understood yesterday. No, wait. wait, let me build up the topic. Well, your whole class will go in building up only. No, we will build up slowly. And we will build that understanding which we will live after that. So, I am Brahman. This Brahman portion was Avrit Vishesh Ansh. I did not know. It is not that I don't know anything about myself. If the total ignorance is there is no problem then there is no problem. If you had not seen rope at all, it was pitch dark, then then you will not have confusion that this is a snake. If the total light is there and also there is no problem, there is a rope, then there is no issue is there. Issue comes but I know partially. That is the issue there. So now I am Brahman, I don't know, but I know. Now on that Brahman portion, which is called Avrit Vishesh Ansh, a specific portion about whom knowledge is veiled. A specific portion about which knowledge is veiled, I had now superimposed on that portion qualities of SB and GB, subtle body and gross body, qualities of karma of these, kriya of these, and everything about these, or relations of these. And then I said, I am father, I am mother, I am chacha, I am mama, I am sad, I am happy, I am very angry, or I am beautiful, I am ugly, I am awesome, whatever you want to say. Why? Because I heard Chatushloki Bhagavad, it is said, Aham eva awesome. Their awesome is there, not awesome. So, I alone am awesome, not awesome. So there, now I had put a point that I am a now pathetic, horrible, bechara jeev. This is the jeev which has four things, which is limited, which is moving, which is sukhi dukhi, which is karta bhokta. It is now shunting from one experience to another experience, one relative to another relative, one sorrow to another sorrow, one birth to another birth, one death to another death, one disease to another disease, and this is called the jivatva of the jeev, and this is his plight, not flight, plight. Now, here scriptures are coming to help us out. What they are saying that, thisness, this I-ness and thisness, they are wrongly mixed. Why they are wrongly mixed? Because, now understand, now Vidyadharana Swami in 37th shlok uses one more word. So what is that word? He says that you use the word, I myself am man. Again, I myself am talking, you yourself are listening, he himself has run away. So when you use the word, please be careful. Now he has used another word called self in between. I, you and he. I, you and he are different. But I myself, he himself and you yourself. In these the self word is common. I myself am talking. You yourself are listening. He himself is not understanding. Now, please see the important point. I, you and he are same or different? I, you and he are same or different? Huh? Different. They are the name of reflected consciousness. I told you to be alert. This was not told yesterday. Oh. Then, and talking, listening, and not understanding, they are same or different? different. Then what is same? Self in all. So there are three reflected consciousnesses. I, me and you, because it is identified, it is mixed consciousness. I am with the body. I, Mr. Sujit Kumar. You, Mr. Ramesh Kumar. He, Mr. Dinesh Kumar. So I, you and he are different. He's identified. I who am engineer. You are doctor. He is accountant. So doctor, engineer, accountant is the dharma of the subtle body. I who am tall. You who are short. He who is okay. 5 feet 3 inches. You are less than 5 feet, I think. No? So, he is short. This is the dharma of the subtle body. So, I, you and he are different. Vedanta Swami is saying that I, you and he is RC or reflected consciousness. And therefore, this is also false. And doctor, engineer, accountant, this is the dharma of subtle body and gross body. Action is this. But the self is not changing. The self portion in all three is real. Acha. We talk such. See, 39 shlok he says, Dev dattah swayam gachet tvam vikshas swayam tatha aham swayam na shaknomi ittevam loke prayujyate. 39 shlok. I'm just giving the number. I'm not explaining each shlok because already you have heard it, which you have conveniently forgotten. You have forgotten, but I forgot which chapter I was also. Anyways, let's move ahead now. Now you understand what is going on. You didn't understand. So this, he has got this word self and not I, you and he. Second person's, first person, second person, third person is all reflected consciousness. And not the pure consciousness. They are Chidabhas and not Chit. Okay. Like you say, this is silver, this is vastram, tadvad idam tatha. Asautvam ahamityeshu swayamityabhimanyate. Similarly, anything, any knowledge, any statement you make about yourself, there is a hidden self. I myself was sad. I myself am happy. I myself am walking. So I may be changing. I myself was once upon a time a football player. I myself was a rugby player. I myself was a very angry person. Yes, I was. I'm not angry. Not that anger is not there as I used to be there. Acha, who told you? No, I know that. Who will tell all these things? So this Swattu comes. Now student Puru Paksh came. He said, tell me Gurudev, topic of Kutastha was going on. Where you brought Swayam in between? 41st log. Aham tattvat vidyata swatvam. Let the I be different from the self. I am using the word self for same, Swayam. Let the I be different than the self. Kutasthe ten kim tav. What difference it has with the Kutastha? The answer is given. Swayam shabdarth evaishah. Because this Swayam word is for Kutastha now. This Swayam word is for Kutastha. Kutastha iti me bhaved. This is what my approach is. Bole, by saying Swayam, Swam or Swayam, what you gain? Bole, I gain lot of points. What is there? 42nd shloka. Anyatvarakam swatvam. When Swam is said, it refutes all non-self. When the word Swam or Swayam is used, it is negating or refuting all non-self, not self, non-self. Okay. Well, it means what? Refuting all not self means it is refuting GB, SB, CB, RC. Well, again say, slowly you say. Gross body, subtle body, causal body and the reflected consciousness, 4 things at a micro level and a macro level, both has been refuted out and therefore whole world has been taken out. Whole world is being removed. That is, I am not a parcel of product of any of my bodies. Oh, because this self has not changed. I has changed, but self has not changed. And it is not changing in everybody. I am different, you are different. When I say I myself am talking, and you are saying he himself is listening, or you yourself are listening. I and he may be different. I and you may be different. But the self in I, self in you, self in he are not different. And everything else is different. Okay. So this is the thing I gained by using the word Swam. Oh, acha. Are you getting my point? So this is one point which he has said. So now again he asks a question in 40. Questions is for ourselves. So he has said in 43rd, Swayam Atma iti paryayau. So Swayam and Atma are synonymous. Bhavatah. And therefore a person can use I, myself. I and self are used together. So Swayam Atma paryayau bhavatah. Tena loke tayoho saha prayogo nasti. Dhyan dena. In a sentence, 2 words which are synonymous are not used simultaneously in one sentence. Can you give the example? So, supposing I say, that, 2 words are there. Who is same? Huh? Who? No. I'm searching which word shall I give you the example. I'm searching the example for that. No. I myself, we are using it because I is different than the self. 2 words who are the same, not adjective. Same word, it cannot be used in the same sentence. Like supposing Ram is going, he is going. We cannot use the word he, Ram, is going. You cannot use the 2 nouns together. You can use pronoun. You can use adjective. Son of Dashrath, Ram is going. You can use such sentence. Or you cannot use the same thing together. And therefore, if I and self are used together, that means I should not be the self. Well, I don't know what he is talking, I can't understand this. Let us take something simple. Shiv Purana is better than it. So, Swayam Atma iti paryayau bhavata. Dhyan dena. Atma and Swayam word, not I. Dhyan deke sunna. Please be careful. I am not using the word I because I is referring to reflected consciousness in our case. He is saying Atma word and Swayam word is never found together anywhere. Which Atma? Which is self beyond all three bodies, that Atma. And Swayam word, this is not sin. He is saying both are synonymous. Swayam Atma iti paryayau bhavataha, full stop. Ten means therefore. Loke tayoho saha prayogo nasti. Both are not used together after nasti, full stop. Ataha Swatvam Atmatvam cha Annivarakatvam. Therefore, Swayam Atma is refuting all other things. देखो ध्यान देके सुनना. There is one darshan called Nyaya. Nyaya. Just listen. So they has defined what is the definition of Nam. Nam. So how do you define a name? So Nyaya says Vyavartakatvam Namam Namatvam. That which differentiates something for someone, that is called Nam. What is his name? His name is supposing Ramesh. Or his name is Anand Kumar. That means he is not something else. So it has differentiated other things. Are you catching my point? That he is not anything else. He is not anybody else. Otherwise you have nothing to differentiate. In the school, roll calls where the attendance was there. Attendance. Your school also had attendance. So you have to be called. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. So you are recalled. Mr. Sanjay Kumar Chaturvedi. Yes, sir. Where is he? Okay. Mr. Dinesh Kumar Kisarwani. Yes, sir. Mr. Rajiv Chaudhary. Yes. Shanti Kumari. Yes, sir. Now, by saying the roll call, it is there. But sometimes two were there on the same name. And same surname was also there. Rajiv Kumar, therefore there were 1 and 2 was Rajiv Kumar 1 and Rajiv Kumar 2. Why? Because you have to find out exactly that person. Now what is said here by the word Atma, all Anatma has been differentiated, that I am not Anatma. And by Swayam, all An has been refuted from me. Well, supposing I say I, then I will only refute he and this. And because your eye is changing, so you will not be able to refute all eyes. You have many eyes. Therefore, I am deliberately avoiding the word I because you will get confused. So I am using the word Atma and Swayam to be safe. And therefore, in 43rd slok you see, Swatvam Atmatvam cha Annivarakam. Understood, no? Because if I say I, so I, because I was happy, I am sad, I am angry, I am an engineer, I am doctor. So this all will be included in this I actually, which is not my case here. You are including RC, reflected consciousness, in that case. And I want to take out all RC, GB, SB, CB, all. And therefore I am not wanting this I to come into picture. Because your I is a Vyavaharik I. The Paramarthik I is Atma. Empirical I is your regular I, what you say, I am walking, talking. Therefore I have deliberately sidelined I. And I am more focusing on the word Atma and Swatvam, Swam, to make the things clear. Okay. I am understanding you slowly, little. I hope you are understanding. Little intelligence is required, not a lot, but it is important to get the way. Now this student came, Purpaksh. He said, Guruji, tell me one thing. Now, if I say like that, is self, you have used the word very conveniently. Well, yes. No, I said table is not knowing by itself. Table is not knowing itself. Water is flowing by itself. Acha. Pot is round by itself. So the inert things also self can be used. And if inert thing the self can be used, my problem is that this Kutastha or Atma will be pervading all inert things then. Didn't get my point. Nahi pakada. If self is used but chair is not knowing itself, fire is burning by itself, water is flowing by itself. So there also, as you can use the word self here, that also self word can be used. So my problem will be that self which you have used here in first, second and third person will be non-inert things also. So Kutas will be all inert things also. Yes, let it be. Let the Atma be in all inert things also. Then, bhai, Atma is all pervading anyway. So if it will be in everything. You got it? Drishyatam Atma. Let it be like that. Let the expression self go with everything. Then how will you differentiate between the inert and... Don't mix conscious and consciousness. Consciousness is different than conscious. When there is a subtle body, then only the reflected consciousness comes out. So everywhere Kutastha is there, but everywhere sentiency is not there. The Sajivat is different than that. Don't get confused. Because you will confuse and ultimately you will be fused. And my attempt is to diffuse the confused. So, kimtu buddhi krita abhasa krita ev avagamyata. Wherever intellect is there only RC will be there. There only Kutastha will express as Jiva. Otherwise it is not expressing as Jiva. So here OC is there, RC is not there. Here OC is the original consciousness, RC is not there. But if the buddhi is there, then it will become RC also, reflected consciousness will be there. So RM is not responsible or OC is not responsible. RC is responsible for sentiency. So don't confuse if sentiency is not there. Okay, so whole issue is about the naam. Yes, because the naam is very important because it is negating everything else. Therefore, I'm conservative about using the word I, or I'm conservative about using any other word than Atma and Swam. Okay. I have understood that. I hope you are understanding. And therefore, what is the conclusion? Conclusion is that three bodies and RCs all are superimposed on the Kutastha. GB, SB, CB and everything is Bhranti kalpitah achetano ghatadischa tatha tatraiva kalpitah. This was in 42nd shloka. If I can go ahead and let us see now. So he gives you, in 47 shlok, he gives three sets. Don't get upset. Three sets are there. What are the three sets? Three set is tatta and idanta. Tatta and idanta. Thatness and thisness. They are opposite each other. I and you are opposite each other. And swam and anyatto. I-ness and otherness are opposite each other. These are the three things. Okay? So, here it is said here, the student is saying, you said, dhyan dego sunna. He said that Swayam is going everywhere. In for 3% also, in on inert thing also this is going. Well, yes, my point is, Gurudev, that if I use the word that also goes everywhere. Mulanun explain it. I say that chair, that person, that son, that daughter, that moon, that house. Acha, yes. This is my original thinking. Okay. So, I am saying that thatness also goes with that person. Thatness also goes with that. Or thisness. Why can't that and this be used for kutastha? I don't know you got or not. He is posing a question. So in that case, the problem will be Atma will become that. Now the answer is given. Well, what they want to say, accept. Why you are troubling yourself? What is the result? I'll accept it. आप जो बोलोगे हम मान लेंगे, हमको परेशान मत करो. हम सीधे साधे आदमी हैं, देखिए. हम रोटी दाल चावल खाने वाले सीधे साधे आदमी हैं. हम ईमानदारी से खाते हैं पीते हैं. आप परेशान क्या कहना चाहते हैं? लास्ट श्लोक यू टेल, आई अंडरस्टैंड. नो, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. Those whose aptitude is less, they don't study like that. They say, I don't like Panchadashi. मजा आता है फिर हमको देख के. It is not everybody's cup of tea. तत्ता इदंता अपि स्वत्वम इव तम अहमादिषु सर्वत्र नुगते तेन तयोः अपि आत्मा इति चेत. Can I say then that and this also is Atma because it is everywhere? No. But why no? Because the word saha, ध्यान देकर सुनना, thatness is always used with all kind of things. In Chandogya, Narad ji says, Soham Bhagavo Shochami, that me, that I is grieving. In Kathopanishad, Nachiketa says, Sattvam Priyan Priyarupascha Kaman Abhidhyayan Nachiketot Tisrakshihi, that you. And you can also use Saha for third person, Saha Ramaha, that Ram. Acha, haan. So now be careful. Then Saha and Atma, if it is there, then that and Atma will be. Supposing Saha can be used for Atma, then Saha and Atma will be synonymous. Acha. And if two words are synonymous, they should not be used in the same sentence. Acha, right? Ghataha kumbhaha. The pot has two words. One is ghataha, other is kumbhaha. Huh? I can say ghataha asti. ठीक है ना? Pot is there. I cannot say ghataha kumbhaha asti. I cannot use this synonym in the same sentence. Acha. In the scripture, Saha and Atma has been used together. Therefore, Saha cannot be Atma. Lo. In Chandogya it is used, Saha Atma Tattvamasi, that Atma you are. Shvet Ketu. I hope you understood this. Well, no, I didn't understand that. He is asking the question that why not that can be used, because that can be is also everywhere we can use like Swayam. The answer is given earlier also. In any sentence, two words synonymous cannot be used together. Adjective can be used, but two words cannot be used together. We cannot use Krishna Madhava Asti. Bhai, Madhav is name of Lord Krishna. And Krishna is also name. I cannot say Krishna Madhava Gacchati. Krishna is going, you can say. But you cannot use synonym because Krishna Madhava Gacchati. It is indicating as other person is going. You can say Krishna Vasudeva Putra is Gacchati. It is confusing. Therefore, because in the one sentence in the scripture, Sah is used with Atma, therefore Sah cannot be Atma. Make notes, Mula, so difficult. Again, I am not well. So, Sah Atma. And today is a very busy day. I have to go to Annapurna. See, I said 5 minutes back, I will leave early today. So it is now 9:25. Prithviraj and Manna Bhai went. Manna Bhai messaged me that I am going to Annapurna. So, and therefore, Sah and Atma cannot be used together. Cannot be same because they are used together in the sentence. Dekh rahe ho, ye sab barik baatein. You will never get anywhere so beautifully. Therefore, I am just floored by Vidyaranya Swami's logic. Acha. Okay, this is what is said here in 48th verse. Now in 49th verse, he says there are 3 pairs of opposite. Your digestion should be proper of these concepts. And therefore, please try to put in proper order. Don't just write for the sake of writing. You're copied here and there. Please bring the thoughts, what I have said. It will remain with you for whole life. One is I and E, other is this and that, and third is self and not self. Self and not self. There are 3 mutually opposite things. When you say I and he, there can be many I and many he's. I is not opposing the whole world. When you say this and that, it is not opposing the world. But when you say self and not self, that not self contains all GB, CB, SB, microcosmic as microcosmic, both as well as RCs. And therefore, the use of the word self is more potent and more effective than use of the word this, that, or I, any. Okay. And ultimately this topic is concluded in 51st verse. It is said here in 51st, Ahamta sattvayoho bhedha rupyat idanta eva. This and silver. Like thisness and silver are opposite. Similarly, self and I are opposite. Again come to silver. I forgot this example was going on. No, we had example because this is silver. So if this and silver are opposite, this cannot be associated with silver. Because one is Vyavaharik Satta, there is Pratibhasik Satta. And then therefore, I myself am body. I myself am man. I and self cannot be mixed there. There silver and thisness cannot be mixed. Here self and I cannot be mixed. This is the conclusion of this topic of Kutastha Ji Vivek, which started from 22nd verse to 51st verse. We will see tomorrow let us see what is there. Maybe 1 or 2 shlokas will go, then we'll come to Ishwar portion. Please revise this, topic is settled. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamada पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम।